Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being here with me today. I am still on my vacation and it is a blessing to be able to unwind and relax for a week. A few more days left and then it's back to my normal life. But I've been really appreciating the time off from work and just being able to relax and come out here in the mornings and just be alone with me and within my own spiritual energy, my own physical energy, um, to sort of move energy and um, always striving to be the better me, the better version of me. And pardon me, I am drinking a cup of coffee and it's a little bit hot. So I'm always striving to be a better version of me. I am always striving to bring to you the very best messages and whatever is applicable to you. My messages are always guided by spirit, my guides. And I do have gifts of intuitive, and I'm not going to go into all of that, but I can say that I am in constant contact with my guides, with my spiritual energy, with my insights to bring to you the messages that Spirit has for all of us. And so today I'm not exactly sure what's going to come, so let's go with it. I do feel led to use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards and the Angel Power Tarot cards, okay? Okay. And so let's see what comes. Let's take a moment to thank our guides, to breathe in and out through your nose and out through your mouth, feeling your chest rise and fall to clear the energy that is here for us today so that we may receive it in the purest form. Today feels like sort of a it's sort of like that anxious energy that you feel when you're getting ready to board a plane or a vessel for a journey. This feels like a flight somewhere, and it may not mean physically. It might for some of you, but let's see what happens here. It feels like this is you're boarding a vessel to, obviously when you travel you're leaving where you are and going somewhere else, right? And intuitively that's just what we see, what we feel. It is what it is. You need a vessel to get from point A to point B, and so it feels very much like we are all on this path where we are getting ready to embark on a new journey. It does feel like some of you, this is brand new. You've never been to this place before. So that's why I feel like some of this is physical. But it is something that you've been anticipating, you've been waiting for it, and finally it's here, okay? So for some of you, you're already making plans to go on this trip, and you've purchased tickets, you're ready, okay? This is both symbolic and real time. This is real. And so for some of you, the trip is waiting for you, was what I'm kind of feeling here. You're leaving a dry desert behind. You're leaving scarcity. You're leaving something that didn't sit well with your energy, and you are leaving it behind. Some of you may even be going on job interview, flying somewhere to have a job interview because you're anticipating moving away from where you are. And it does feel like the doors of opportunity have opened already for you. And for those of you who are afraid afraid to take that step, it is important that you put that fear behind you. There's a difference between fear and intuition. When your intuition tells you not to do something and you feel it in your body, you feel everything rubs against it, then don't do that. But if this is just fear, it's just this normal pattern that you're used to within your mind telling you, don't take this chance, don't take this chance, you never know if it's going to work out. Now you've spent this money on the trip and it may not work out. Don't listen to that. That is your brain. That is your sort of like a map, that it's like a daily routine that you're used to, right? As human beings, we tend to listen more to those fears than we do to truths. Okay. I remember when I was younger hearing about Tony Robbins, and I don't know if I can say his name on here, but I guess I can. I don't know. I remember hearing about this famous motivational speaker motivating people to get into their positive place rather than negative place. And I don't know much about him. I don't know much about his conferences or things that he said. But I can tell you that there is a sense of, I'm going to just say it as it comes, quality air coming through. A breath of fresh air, okay? It feels like some of you may even be leaving a congested area where you live. It could be a city, and like an inner city where it's hustle bustle. There's just, it's not healthy physically, let alone spiritually and emotionally, mentally, all of that. And so it feels like you're ready for a move. That's what this feels like. I love listening to motivational speakers. It's like being in a pep rally. It just builds you up, right? The thing is with those motivational speeches, they're great and they're good in that moment. It could trigger energy to move. But it's something that you have to work on after you've been to or heard these seminars, or your energy's been triggered, even this message. It's something you have to build within yourself. It's something that you have to work on to keep yourself motivated. And if that means listening to motivational speakers every day of the week, then do that. It's important to keep yourself built up energetically. Now, as I was shuffling, the card that fell out is number 19, and that is the Dragon's Lair. Now look, it came out upside down. I play it by ear, how I feel spiritually about these cards when they come in upside down, but this one feels like the end of being entrapped. And I know that these messages come through all the time, and you probably hear them a lot. The end of a difficult journey, the end of entrapment. Yes, but here's the thing. We have to work together with ourselves and with our spiritual energy to move ourselves into a more positive place, to free ourselves from something that is holding us back. And I know that some of you believe that this is all on God or Spirit to put this in my lap and show me. But, and I'm going to say this, it's my own personal belief and my own personal experience. I feel like our God, our guides, our angels, they're all here to help us. But we are also to work in tandem and unison with our guides and God, right? I feel like our angels are there to help us along. But who really holds the key to your entrapment, to your freedom? You. okay? And yeah, there are laws of the universe. The universe is working behind the scenes for certain things, but you also have to take certain steps. And so keeping yourself in a lighter energy, motivated. I feel like some of you are moving out of an area where it's dark, oppressive energy, and you need to, you're searching for a place to move to work, to just completely start a new chapter for yourselves. And it feels like it's nowhere near where you are. That's what this feels like. It feels like a journey somewhere far away, somewhere that's best for you. Okay, best for your soul to grow. This is, guys, I want to say this, okay? Now, if you don't agree, it's fine. But this is me, and this is how I feel personally. I feel that all of us have a reason for being here, right? Some of us are looking for this great, this great secret life purpose that you haven't found, or you just don't know about, or something that you feel is you have to do that is larger than life. But it's not always that way. I feel like we have these chapters in our lives where in this chapter I need to use my gifts and my energies to help people heal. Maybe part of that life purpose is being kind. Maybe it's buying somebody coffee or breakfast or something like that. Maybe it's you're just you leave this trail of energy that's just exactly what someone needs, right? Maybe you are somebody who, everybody's equally important. Maybe you're somebody who works with your hands. You're a physical healer. Maybe you're Reiki. Maybe you're a physical doctor. Maybe you are a nurse. Maybe you're somebody who heals somebody physically, mentally, dental, vision, whatever it is. There's some calling, there's a reason and a purpose for us all to be here. Nobody is more important than the other. Even doctors need doctors. Sometimes doctors need mental health therapy. So we all need somebody or something to help us heal. So the connectivity between all of us is that same energetic support for each other, but just maybe in different modalities. And that's the way I feel. I feel like you are coming out of an oppression, being trapped, and realizing that you're part of this freedom. Do you understand? This is how I feel. And I know some of you feel like, no, that my guides haven't showed me anything. They haven't shown me what's next, but I feel it. I feel the freedom, but I don't see it. I don't see any gates opening. That's fine. Whatever you believe, okay? But I believe that we are here to work in close proximity, in connection with our guides, with our God, with ourselves, to move forward, to unlock that key to be the mighty phoenix. We all have the mighty phoenix within us. It's just a matter of finding that inner green light to allow yourself to set yourself free from whatever it is in life, whatever it is on your journeys. We are powerful beings that can totally come out of situations, okay? I was talking with somebody who was quite amazing, who is quite amazing. Someone that I care about very much. We went to lunch with his aunt and uncle and some other people in the family. And as I was talking with him, I was really, really sensing, feeling how he tapped into, I'm going to say, his knowing, his realizing, his understanding of how powerful we are as human beings, okay? And I'm not downplaying the miracles of God, because we are a miracle. But this man was diagnosed with cancer, skin cancer actually. I'm going to say it was now probably 30 years ago. Maybe a little bit less. But when they diagnosed him, they told him, I'm sorry, you're in the end stages here. You don't really, there's not a lot of hope. And he said he found within himself, and he said to his wife, I'm not going to let this beat me. I can't. I enjoy life too much to allow this to take me away right now. And I say that with emotion because I'm feeling his energy right now. Do you know this man and his wife totally revamped their nutritional life, their way of eating, and they went on a eating plan, not a diet, and eating a different way of eating, healthy way of eating. Do you know that he totally reversed his cancer? Going from helpless, well, on the doctor's parts, they felt he was helpless. They were helpless. They couldn't do anything for him. He changed his whole life. Just boom. And it wasn't, he found within himself the miracle, the understanding of his personal power to reverse this cancer, the devastating diagnosis. And he was able to rise above it. And so I wanted to share that with you because this is an amazing opportunity, guys, for you to understand how powerful you are. You can't have any doubts. You can't. And I say this with emotion because I'm going to be real. When I have been in my moments, in my feels, if you will, in my emotions, and asking why things haven't progressed more, when I get impatient, and I do, because I'm a human being carrying around this energetic body, so sometimes the human part of me just takes over, and that's the way it is sometimes. But when I was in my feels, feeling vulnerable, feeling tired, wondering when life is gonna, certain things in my life were going to change, I was hearing, you're not ready. You still don't know how powerful you are. And that wasn't my voice. I was hearing something, I'm gonna say it could be my soul talking to me, but I feel like it was my guides. I feel like it was my guides telling me, you've got to snap out of this feeling of fear, feeling of not feeling quite good enough for something. Find the power within yourself, and we will help you boost that tenfold. That's exactly what I'm feeling. That's what I heard. And how do I find that power within myself? By allowing myself to release old wounds, by allowing myself to release toxic energies around me, by moving and stepping into something better for myself, right? And so I feel like this message finds us today because it's interesting how we feel like we're fragile, but it's actually the opposite. We are powerful. Our mind tells us that we are fragile. and that we are not worthy, that this is a pipe dream. That's, I'm hearing the words of family members, just anywhere out there saying, yeah, I don't think so. You really? You're going to take a chance on that? Do you know how many people fail? And oh, believe me, I've heard it all. And so people typically mean well and they look out for you, but you have to look out for you. And yes, you want to approach people with their opinions on things, but their opinion and their path is not yours. You have your own. You have something powerful. You have a powerful voice within you. You have these powerful spiritual, energetic muscles that you haven't flexed in a long time, if ever. I'm applying this to me too. If that man, who is now 90 years old, can take his whole life and turn it around and save his life, then why can't we make a simple decision to move on to a new job, to find a job that pays better, to build up our confidence emotionally, physically, as above, so below, spiritually? Why can't we take 5 minutes every day to boost our confidence, to make ourselves feel and purify our energy, to see the real power within ourselves? That was a very powerful, his energy when I met him. And they told me ahead of time, he's kind of boisterous and his voice is kind of like a booming voice. But you know what? That didn't scare me. I was intrigued. And when I met him, that inspired me. It inspired me to take control of my power, my strength, my resolve. And you know what? Our guides are here to walk with us every step of the way. Our guides are here to support you. And I know you feel like, oh, what if I make a wrong decision? I'm not good at making decisions. I make mistakes. You'll be guided back. You will be guided forward. You will be guided to an alternate route. But ultimately, if you make the effort to be on that path, the path of success, the path of discovering your best part of you. Because guys, it's always going to be a journey. Discovering the best part of us, who we are. It's always going to be a journey. And so it feels very much like it's like you're at the end of your path and you keep trying to push on a barricade, but it won't move. It won't move because you're not supposed to move through that. If it's blocked, it's blocked. You've come to the end of that path. It's time to start anew. I want to just look at the Archangel Power Tarot cards for a sec and just kind of see what message is here for us and see what happens with that. Yeah, here we go. Archangel Jeremiel tells us, I don't know if you could see that. The sun is right in my eyes, so I hope that you could see that. This is a number 10, a completion card, guys. This is you and God. 0 represents God to me. 1 represents self. And so your divine creator is telling you This is the end of delays, a change in direction, right? New beginnings. And I know you hear this all the time. I've heard it from a whole bunch of different readers, right? I go out there and I look for readers that I can support, energetically and all of that. But every time I hear someone say, oh, you got a new chapter, a new beginning. Oh, it's a whole new beginning. I want you to understand that when we as readers tell you there's a new beginning, guys, it's not an untruth, it is true. However, someone has to open that chapter, right? Someone has to open that book. Someone has to take a pen and write. Someone has to be the one to share their adventures, their stories, their new projects. And that someone is you. So you take part in this new beginning. It's here for you. Take part in self-confidence. Take part in looking to better your life and not be stuck in the same place over and over and over again. And not being, if you feel like you don't belong somewhere, and that's not just mentally, that is like energetically, like something is rubbing against your energy, it's not flowing, then you need to step back and you need to say, get with yourself, get with your guides and say, this isn't for me. I need help in finding something new, moving forward. I need help with, thank you for helping me with the money to move on, to move to another, career, to open up my own shop, for instance, to be this person that I know I'm supposed to be in this environment that's more suited for my soul. And so the new beginning cards, the wheel, is definitely a confirmation that a change in direction for the good of your soul is needed now. Are you ready to accept this? Because I'll tell you what, this is ready for you. Are you ready to accept that this time in your life when you're ready to move forward and take a step with the guides, with your guides, take a step forward? And that step could even be just researching companies in other states, or researching companies in other cities, or it could be about how do I start my own business? What do I need to learn? And thank you for providing the money, universe. It could be even, is this the right person I should be with? Is this the right romantic partner? If you feel that something isn't good for your soul, there's red flags, then you need to address it. Don't spin your wheels and just keep trying to push against that barricade that won't move because it's not supposed to. If you're not, there's something to be said for patience, but then there's something to be said for instance, someone is trying to open a business, maybe online. There was a big, huge craze for people to join open up a store in popular online stores, right? And everybody's selling and making money and this and that and da-da-da, but you're not moving. Okay, so you try a little more. Okay, I'll try this, I'll try that, but you're still not moving. There's no success. It's time to look at that and understand whether or not that's right for you. Is that energy right for you? Are you one of those people that should be promoting your products on this, in this store, online store? Or are you somebody who this is just not right for you? You need to find something else. There is something to be said for patience to try, yes. But there's also something to be said for, this isn't for me. It's not the right energy. So it's very important to understand and to know. And it takes practice every day to sit with yourself, with your guides, with your divine creator, to understand and to hear your voice, right? This is a team effort. You're not alone, ever. And it's not as if they have forgotten you, because they're waiting for you to take that key and unlock yourself from something. I think I said this in the last reading, that, or I might have said it in a personal reading to someone. You hold the key to your next green light. You hold the key to setting your mind free. Okay? You hold the key to being that powerful being. Whether you're female, male, it doesn't matter your gender. What matters is you inside, your energy. So there is a decision to be made here, okay? Hopefully you can see that. Spirit is telling you in no uncertain terms, release yourself from that which holds you back. It could even be addiction to something. Addictions aren't necessarily limited to substance abuse, drugs, cigarettes, all of that. Addiction can also be addicted to negativity, because that's what you know. Addictions take work. It takes work to free yourself from an addiction. And that's why I said, and that's why Spirit said, get within some sort of positive mindset every day. Even if it's not just you in sitting in quiet, listen to something on YouTube or another platform. I prefer YouTube right now, but that's just me. There are so many positive videos out there that you can listen to. There's just type in the search positive energy, or type in guided meditations, or something like that. I have listened to many of them. I need to get back into it because I haven't been doing it lately. There have been some things going on that are a little bit stressful for me right now, but so I know that I need to get back to it. And so the thing about me, guys, is you're gonna know if you listen to this channel, if you watch my videos, I'm very real with you. I don't just preach to you and give you these messages without practicing them myself. A lot of them are meant for me as well. As a reader, I am also a student. As a mentor, I'm also a mentee. Okay? And sometimes the teacher needs to be taught. Period. So I'm very humble. And I wanted you to know that if you didn't realize that already. I'm going to do one more from this deck, and then I think we're going to wrap it up, because I feel like the message is powerful today. So the Chariot card comes to us. I love the Chariot card. Okay? This card, it feels like this sort of wraps up the message. Determination and self-control, right? Brings in positive results like career advancement, acknowledgement. But Spirit is telling you, take the reins here. Take the reins and practice on bringing out the best part of you. Always striving to be the better version of yourself, right? Always striving. And I'm not saying that everything about you is bad and you need to improve everything. I'm saying that for the most part in this message, it is about self-confidence. It is about squashing the fears. It's about dissolving the doubts. It is about trusting yourself. And I'm gonna say thank you to Uncle Len, is what I'll call him. That man is amazing. And the determination that he had when he was diagnosed with cancer, I'm gonna say some would say that's a miracle. He had no hope. They had no hope. But I'm going to say this. We are all the miracle. And so if you want a miracle, be the miracle within yourself. Access, tap into that part of you that you have not done. You've not done that. The part of you don't know. And it's there and it exists. And so with that, just gonna, show you one last card and then we're gonna wrap it up. Gabriel. Okay, change. So Archangel Gabriel appears to say, you can resolve any challenge, but you have to withdraw from the drama from others, right? Have patience with yourself. Practice working on the best you, okay? That's all we can do, is strive forward to be our best every day within ourselves, for ourselves. You can be the best and make yourself feel good by donating, giving to others, helping people out. But if you're not right within yourself, right? How are you going to feel complete? I'm going to leave you now for the day. And until next time, I wish you all a beautiful, blessed day and days ahead. I will be back on Sunday with a Sacred Sunday message, as usual. And my love is always here for all of you. This is my life purpose in this chapter, right? This is my life purpose now. To be here with you, to give you these messages, to share my energy. Love and light to you all. Namaste.